Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm John, this is Shimoda Life. My wife and I are in the middle of building our foundation for our timber frame house, which is going up on the hill, just behind camera. In the last video, I promised that this video would be our concrete pour number 3 video. And I have to break that promise. Why? Because in the last 7 days, me and my helper, who I'll introduce shortly, have done so much of so many important tasks that I missed as a DIYer. He comes into this picture with decades of experience, and he's got a really sharp eye for doing what has to be done. And so in the last 7 days, we have buttoned up this preparation and really dialed in all of the weak spots, just made everything, I think, perfect. You never know until you pour the concrete and watch if the forms hold, but I want to share with you some of that activity that we've been involved in the last 7 days. So let's jump back a few days and watch some of that activity, and then I'll pick this video up at this point at the end. Enjoy. Okay, I got started digging before I had the cameras on, but this is a task I've been putting off for, I don't know, a year, maybe 2 years, but finally it's at the point where I can no longer avoid it. Got to dig the trench here. This is where the front of the foundation is going to go. And because we're ready for concrete on the second floor, when the concrete guys are here, which is next week now, it's already scheduled, we're going to pour a footer here and probably here coming out from the foundation. I'm going to try and connect this with a footer to just make it a little bit easier for the next step when I put forms here and pour this first floor slab. Now we got a little bit of shovel work ahead of us. I'm trying to make this as smooth and straight as possible. So this first level is no longer accessible with machinery, and that's just the way it's got to be until it gets poured and finished. Well, I mean, forever. It's no longer accessible to machinery. Okay. 11.73、2センチ。大丈夫でしょう。OK、ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。見える？いいよいいよ、それで打って。はいはいはいはいはいはい。I had a little mishap yesterday when I was bringing the excavator up and down. One of my tracks caught the leg of my, used lumber stand, and the whole thing collapsed. So I've got to spend a few minutes cleaning this up. Okay, we've got a new base set up. Actually, I might do another one beside it. I might extend this. Let me think about that for a second. I decided not to extend it because this is my path up to the top to when I use the mountain escalator to get up to the winch. I crawl up this path here. Well, B, what do you think? New table? New storage? Sometimes these kind of mishaps happen for a reason. I've been forced to sort out my scrap pile, and I see a lot of crap. So I'm going to start a fire and burn a bunch of this. The pour is exactly 7 days from today. It's Wednesday today. It is Wednesday next week for the pour, and we've got a lot of stuff to do. I've got a helper. I've hired a guy through my construction consultant, Ono-san, and he's helping me for the next probably 3 days, I think, just to get all the odds and ends put together. Okay. Do. Hi. Hi. What we haven't done is, with the scaffolding up so high and the very heavy pump guy and his partner that are going to be pouring the concrete and the weight of the concrete itself, that the weight way up high on that wall is going to cause it to move, and we don't want it to destabilize. So we still have to attach some chains and some screw supports, probably into the back, tying them into the mountain through, eye bolts or anchor plates or something that will screw into the rock way back there. And the little nails there are for the concrete guys when they're pouring, to pour to those nails. They, the concrete starts to cover up the line as you're going along and spilling and splashing, but the nails are always visible. So the pump guys are going to pour to those lines and to those nails And then the smoother guy is going to come in afterwards and pour, it looks like about a centimeter of leveler on top of the concrete. So I think that was Ono-san's biggest contribution in the last 2 days. I'm really happy he came here to do that, because it looks like a really simple little task, but I couldn't do it well.
それは構わない、どこでも。
じゃあここやってみよう。
聞けば。あれが鉄器棒ない？あるじゃん。さすが。はい、オッケーオッケーオッケー。ああ、ほら。ほら。それは割れるかい。こっちやってみな。こっち側へ。今のところの。いやいや、そこの同じところのこっち、その辺、もうちょっと深く、もうちょっと深く。はいよ、はいはいはいはい。
オッケー。
はいよ。
あ、ここはダメ。
割れちゃうね。いいよ、そこで。はいよ、オッケーオッケー。オッケー。
はい、そこから渡して。
いい？
はい。よし。そして、チェーンですね。オッケー。
あ、違った。5本だった。ここほら、効かないからってよして。まあいいや。あ、いいよ、そっちにいていいよ。どこまで伸びんのかな。はい、
ちょっと待って。はい、もう少し。はい、このぐらい。
はい、まだまだ。これ引っ張ってあれすれば強くなるから。
B, stay down. B, stay down, please. Stay down. B, down, go down. Good girl. あそこ、ちょうどあそこに。いや、じゃなくて、そこ。ほら。はい。簡単でですね。
八方がこれ外が長すぎるか。
それで。
あの3本も長すぎるか、ここが。入るかな。
何が入る？
長さが。
タコ。まあここまではちょっといけないかな。ちょっと短いやつ持ってきて。
いや、
はい。ああ、これはやばい、こいつ。
なんで？
それが良くない。弦と言った。
そこあれだ。弦のでポンポンで書いてみて。下を。
弦までね。
ちょっとか。
本のじゃなくて弦ま。
ちょっと貸してハンマー。貸して。
Okay, wow, we're done. ああ、こうやって？
そうそう。なるべく。そう。はい、オッケーオッケー。はいよ。
Okay, this is always a construction lesson and a Japanese lesson at the same time. And sometimes words fail us both, and we just have to climb over a wall and do it ourselves. あの道具は何という道具ですか？
どれ？
あれ。
これ？
うん。
これは
なんだろう。
何て言うだろうね。
なんだろう。
まあ水糸回しって言えば分かるけどね。
なるほど。OK。よし、頑張ってください。
どうやるか見る？
Okay, there's a lot of steps involved in this very little piece of the tasks that we have to do. Right now, I'm preparing all of the standing 16 mil rebar that will sit inside the footer and protrude from the footer. They will eventually tie into the 16 mil rebar that's in the slab. Ono-san is finishing up our kind of makeshift stepping staircase platform over there. And that's taking a lot of work to make it level and perfect. Ono-san has just left for the day. It's just after 4 o'clock. I've got cleanup to do. We are boxing ourselves in now with all this preparation, so getting up and down on the work site is really cumbersome. But we're almost there. Wow. We're getting so many little things done and some big things, you know, the forms over here. This is all going to become a footer type of thing. They still call it stick-on in Japanese, which is not a footer, but it's going to be a footer with a bunch of rebar in it and really strong and really level. It's going to make pouring the first floor and prepping for the first floor so much easier. So many little things. Such a huge feeling of satisfaction right now. We've only got essentially 2 more days of work. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're both Ono-san is going to come and help me. We're both going to work and try to finish up everything as much as possible tomorrow. And then Sunday, I want to take a break. Monday's supposed to be raining all day. 忘れ物？
水筒。
おう、どこ？ Doko. Nayo. Good morning. We're back. It's another beautiful day. Love it when there's no rain. We got good sun and the wind's not too terrible. Beautiful day. So Ono-san is focusing on the inside forms for this footer area, and I need to finish the rebar inside there. So I'm going to get started on the rebar. There's a lot of, actually not too much bending and cutting, but got to get it done. I'm getting ready for my lunch break. I'm going to eat a sandwich and have a nap. So this has become a real obstacle course, getting in and out now. And B has more problems than us. There we go. And we're getting each other's way, in addition to having to manage the ladders to get up. There's just a few things that we've got left to do. Ono-san looks like he's completed. Ono-san, もうできた?
どこ
あれ、枠。
これだけ
Okay, looks like he's done pretty much everything except for this last little panel. And then, putting up braces to stabilize it. Okay. よかった. Don't look closely at that rebar. It's just a monstrous mess, and it's mine. I did that. Awful. It was difficult. So the only couple of things that we have left is to prepare these J-bolts, the anchor bolts, prepare the templates, holders for them. The other thing is I'm going to put in the east stem wall, I'm going to put 2 3-inch openings. Stop. Hey, wet. Hey, stop. ちょっとstop. Hey, ぴたり. Okay, we're back to today, the last day before concrete. It's middle of the morning right now. Ono-san is up and marking the final height of the 2-meter wall pour, and he's going to put some nails in and the ink line along it. So while he's doing that, I'm going to prepare for the J-bolts or the anchor bolts. And the first thing I'm going to do is identify the locations of them. I have all of our blueprints right here, and I'm going to put them beside posts and not put them in doorways or potential windowways up on the top. Okay, that's it. That's it for all the preparations. We got the plastic in, everything's done. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we don't get a 9 o'clock pour, but because we're doing a 1 o'clock pour, we get a discount. I'm sorry, it's been just a long video, but really I think this is just important stuff to cover, to document, to share. Thanks for hanging around. Let me just try to summarize what we did in the past 7 days. We fixed a fallen scrap pile. We dug a trench with the excavator. We tamped down the trench with the vibrator, the plate vibrator. We built some stupendous forms for the footer with a dog's breakfast of rebar. Jeez, I can't believe it. We formed out a future 3 steps for the west side of the house. We marked our pour levels on all the forms everywhere. We hung all of our J-bolts or anchor bolts ready for the concrete to be poured. We removed all of my long supports and replaced them with short ones at the bottom only, because that's the riskiest part. We hung all of our scaffolding and got enough boards to make it a really safe walkway, unlike the last one. We ran poly behind to act as a vapor barrier. We secured the 2-meter wall forms to the mountain, both with a push force and a pull force, locking this in tight. We dropped our anchor bolts in the 2-meter wall forms as well. And finally, we took a little drone video of the construction site. Thanks for hanging around, folks.